This is Mindfulness with Richard Clarke. Listen, reflect, and deeply meditate. Today, we will continue with a series on emotional resilience and aging gracefully. This session is on self-compassion, how to treat yourself with kindness, especially in times of difficulty. Mindfulness meditation and self-compassion belong together like breath and body. One gives space for the other to grow. Many people move through life being much harder on themselves than they would ever be to a friend. You might notice yourself caught in patterns of self-criticism or harsh expectations, especially when things get rough. This is exactly where mindfulness can open a door. At its heart, mindfulness is about paying attention to what's happening here and now without pushing it away or clinging to it. It invites you to notice thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they are, without getting tangled in judgments about whether or not you should feel this way or think that thought. When combined with self-compassion, this awareness becomes warmer, more forgiving. You begin to treat yourself like a dear friend, offering kindness instead of criticism, especially when you're struggling. The truth is, everyone stumbles. Everyone faces disappointment, loss, and failure. But too often people meet these moments with blame or shame or regret. Mindfulness helps you pause, notice how you're speaking to yourself, and gently shift the tone. Instead of, I shouldn't have done that, or I'm not good enough, you might notice your thinking, self-thinking, this is hard right now, or I made a mistake like every other human being. A mistake, and life goes on. One simple practice is to place a hand on your heart when you feel upset. Feel the warmth of your own touch. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Name what you're feeling: sadness, frustration, grief, or whatever. Naming it helps you stand back from it and remove yourself from it. Then offer yourself a kind phrase like, may I be gentle and forgiving to myself right now. This small moment of tenderness can loosen the tight grip of self-judgment. Another way to practice self-compassion through mindfulness is to observe your inner critic. Notice when it pipes up, what it says, and how it makes you feel without trying to shut it down or argue with it. Just notice it as a pattern of thinking. You might even thank it for trying to protect you and then choose to let it pass. Over time, you'll see that you are not your harsh thoughts. You're the one who notices them. You don't have to give these thoughts any importance. Bringing mindfulness to your daily life might mean pausing before reacting to a mistake or a problem, taking a few breaths before responding to an inner voice of blame. It might be giving yourself permission to rest when you're tired, or quietly affirming your own worth on a difficult day. Self-compassion is not about pretending everything's fine. It's about seeing things clearly and offering yourself kindness. Mindfulness makes this possible by helping you be present with your experience and reminding you that you're already enough exactly as you are, even when you struggle. So now we have a guided meditation on self-compassion. Find a comfortable position. Close your eyes if you want. Let your hands rest easily. Take a slow, deep breath in and gently let it go. Notice how your body feels. Is there tension? Is there ease? Let your shoulders soften. Feel the support beneath you. Feel your breath in and out. Notice the natural rhythm of your breath without trying to change it. Just feel it as it goes in and out. Now, think of a recent moment that was hard for you, something small or something significant. Allow yourself to recall it gently. Notice any thoughts, feelings, or body sensations that come up. No need to fix or analyze, just notice. Quietly name what you're feeling. Maybe it's tension, sadness, anger, disappointment, or exhaustion. after you've given it a name. So tell yourself, this is hard right now. Recognize the struggle without pushing it away. Place a hand on your heart and say to yourself something like, may I be kind to myself right now, or I'm doing what I can now. Feel the warmth of your own touch and stay with your breath, gently noticing any tightness, softness, or warmth in your body. If thoughts of difficulty arise, just let them pass by like leaves on a river. Keep returning to your breath and the kind phrases you've chosen. When you feel ready, bring your attention back to the room. Notice any sounds, the feel of the air. Wiggle your fingers and toes and take one more deep breath and open your eyes. Before we finish, take a moment to notice how you feel. There's no right or wrong way to be. Just notice whatever is here. Softness, heaviness, calm, or restlessness. All of it belongs. As you return to the rhythm of your day, remember that self-compassion isn't something you have to earn. It's something you can offer yourself anytime, especially when things are difficult. You are worthy of kindness from others and from yourself. Let today's practice be a gentle reminder that you can pause, breathe, and meet yourself with care, no matter what's unfolding around you. Thank you for sharing this time together, and may you carry this sense of tenderness and presence with you as you move through the hours ahead. So, how was your meditation last week, Barley?
Oh, it's good. I'm keeping on watching something every day. I did switch the time to a little earlier. I was watching movies on Netflix or something, and then I would finish, and then I would watch, but then I'd fall asleep. So now I've moved it to an earlier time.
That's very good, and that's perfect. You're still observing yourself and figuring out what's good for you, and you're still maintaining this routine, this habit.
That's right. And I
So
want to recommend if people like Netflix movies, this is a comedy called Murder mindfully. Murder mindfully. I thought it was really funny. So
Okay, it sounds funny from the name. How about you, Lamar? How's your meditation been?
Well, I think that there's improvement in that I'm up from 5 minutes to 10 minutes watching Zoom based meditation music segments. And I continue to do those most days, not every one, in the morning early, combined with either before or after a number of positive meditations that I get through Zoom.
Uh-huh. Well, that's very good, and it seems like you still have, you're building yourself a habit.
I'm working on that, yes, and so, more or less, shall I say, I don't know, endurance. It's always been a challenge for me at times to be still. That's why I do find that with music in the background, no message. It seems to me I can slip more into a blank mind with
Mhm.
that.
Again, different people have different things that work for them, and that's one of the reasons that it's good to experiment and figure out what works for you. All of
Yes.
our minds are different, and meditation is about quieting your mind. And what you have to do to quiet it depends on the kind of noise you make.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
How about you, Michael?
Being pretty regular and enjoying it every day, first thing in the morning.
Very good. Very good. And it seems like you've had that habit now for a while.
Yes, sir, I have.
That's good. How long?
Oh, I'd say at least 6 months.
Okay. Very good. So that's really something, that habit is one that you have built since you've come here.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Now, how about you, Doug?
I've uh, I've sort of worked out a schedule with my meditating and I think I meditated every day this week.
Wow. Those
Yeah,
things are both good for you because you've had trouble uh, putting it into your routine.
yeah, I think afternoons, about this time or a little bit later seems to work pretty good for me.
Uh-huh.
And I'm starting to get used to it. Before I used to forget to meditate. But recently I thought, oh yeah, I gotta meditate.
That's good. That's
Um,
great.
it immediately comes to the front of my mind.
Very good. Very good. Now, this is a change in the habits. And, that's what it takes kind of mental and emotional energy to change these habits, but you can do it. I know when I was young, I tried to play the piano, and there was a time you have to pass your thumb to make an arpeggio, and your thumb just doesn't want to go on that other side, but you keep doing it, and after a while, it's just natural. So it's like that with the meditation. How about you, Carol?
Uh, Staying steady with the pre-sleep slot. It seems like I've always not very long, maybe 5, probably not 10 minutes, but it's a good transition for me to
Uh-huh.
from the activities of reading or whatever to going to bed. So it's a good thing.
Very good. How about you, Joyce?
Um, well, I'm still trying to do sometime during the day some sort of meditation, either early in the morning or at night, depending on the day. I have to apologize. I had a phone call for a second while we were in meditation, so that doesn't help. But
No.
I do find sometimes it is useful. I think it was you who said that, Doug, to have something in the background that it's not something I'm listening to, but kind of keeps my mind from trying to think very much. So a little music or something like that in the background can be a really good thing.
Yeah, as I say, you have to learn what it is like for yourself. I went through a time uh, some months ago where I was listening to classical guitar music, and I found that when I turned it off, my mind kept going like the guitar music was going, and I stopped doing it because I noticed at another level, it interfered with my mind being peaceful. It's funny how it goes. And what is useful at one time may be a distraction at another time. And that's why I think it's important to continue to be willing to take a look at yourself, what is working, what isn't working, and be willing to try something new. You're not going to break yourself. Anyway, very good. Now we have a video, and like you might imagine, today it's on compassion.
Once upon a time, there was a wise monk who lived in a peaceful monastery in the mountains. The monk was known for being kind and helping nature. No matter who he was, he always stood with them. One sunny day, while walking in his small beautiful garden, beside the garden there was a small stream of water. The monk saw a scorpion struggling in the water. The scorpion was being carried away by the fast current and couldn't get out. Without wasting a moment, the monk decided to save it. As the monk reached out to rescue the scorpion, it stung him with its poisonous tail. The monk felt a sharp pain, but he didn't give up. He gently picked up the scorpion and placed it safely on the land. Again, the scorpion jumped into the water, and the monk repeated the process of rescuing the scorpion from the water. But again it stung him. Later, the monk met another monk who had witnessed the incident. The second monk was confused and asked, "Why did you save the scorpion when it stung you? It doesn't deserve your help after hurting you." The wise monk smiled and answered, "My friend, the scorpion acted according to its nature. It stung me because that's what scorpions do. But I save it because it's my nature to be kind and help others, no matter what they do." The second monk thought about the wise words. He realized that the monk's act of kindness held an important lesson. Sometimes people may hurt us or do things we don't like, but it's important to stay true to our values. Instead of being mean in return, we can choose to be kind and understand them. Dear viewers, the moral of the story holds true in our own lives. In our journey through life, we will encounter people who may hurt us, betray us, or act in ways that go against our expectations. It's easy to let anger and negativity consume us in those moments. But the story of the monk and the scorpion teaches us an important lesson. Just as the wise monk chose to show kindness and compassion despite of being stung, we too have the power to respond with understanding and empathy. We should not let the actions of others define who we are or dictate our own behavior. We can choose to rise above negativity and treat others with kindness, no matter how they treat us. The story is that our actions show who we are, not what others do. By staying true to our principles and treating others with kindness, we can make the world a better place. This is Enlighten Stories. Please make sure to subscribe this channel for more inspirational videos. Thanks for watching.
Now we're going to meditate. Mindfulness is present moment awareness. Paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally, fully receive whatever is experienced, then let it go. And let's close with a chant. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Peace, peace, peace. Now, comments, questions, anything you notice while you're meditating?
May not be what you're looking for, but I noticed that it's much noisier in Ahihik than it is in Bucerius. People working and music and motorcycles, and it's a little harder to meditate here, I think, at least at this house.
You know, one of the things that happens with the noise, if you feel it within your body, you feel like there's this little upset that goes on. And
Yeah, it's harder to focus, I think, if there's just a lot of random stuff, but I suppose it's good practice.
Well, it's very quiet where I'm at. And the thing I notice, Richard has kind of emphasized meditating without leading us in a direction or without music. So that's what I prefer, just getting into it and then being quiet.
yeah, for me, again, I've noticed that there is this mental and emotional connection to the music, and music takes me for a ride that I don't want to go on.
Yeah, because it's someone else's interpretation.
Uh-huh. But again, it's this mental and emotional reaction to the music that, where my mind starts to do something besides being quiet and peaceful. And so that's what I've learned is best for me. And I think that is true for a lot of people. But again, music helps some people concentrate. But the problem with music is what you really want to end your meditation is a quiet mind. That's where the meditation really starts to get deep. Well, thank you again for coming together today and uh, keep meditating. And to me, it sounds like all of you are in a place where you are building a practice or maintaining the practice that you've got going now. And that's really great.
Thank you, Richard.
Yes, thank everybody.
See you later.
Okay, adios, amigos.
Bye.